This presentation is brought to you by Smoooth Productions.
Welcome to another edition of your Wednesday Night Sports Delight, the platform sports talk show. What's going on, party people? Do you know what time it is? It is time for your Wednesday Night Sports Delight, the platform sports talk show. It is your boy Smooth. That is Smooth with 3 O's. Thanks for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed the updated theme song for the main show. Shouts out to my Beat District Radio fam, my homie, the amazing Superman DJ Speed. I hit him up like, hey, I want to spice things up, do a little something nice for the intro for the main show, and he held me down. And just so y'all know, just wait till y'all check out what I have in store for Ladies Night and the Man Cave. Once again, we just all about trying to continue to elevate and get the platform sports talk show network to an even bigger, higher standing. And that won't happen if you don't tune in and show love and support. So I need everyone right now to go ahead and hit that like, hit that share, let your sports friends know that the Platform Sports Talk Show Network is going down right now with the main show. Go all across social media, no matter we on Facebook, no matter if you're on Facebook, on the X, go on Instagram, just put in the Platform Sports Talk Show and you'll find us. Also go on YouTube, subscribe, and click on that bell. So anytime we go live, you will be notified. Also, you can email us at platformsportstalkshow@gmail.com. And the reason why is that there may be someone that you may know, maybe personally, maybe a coach, an athlete, whatever it is, or if you want us to come out to an event, maybe do some reporting there, or even set up shop at a wonderful location, we can make that happen by shooting us an email, platformsportstalkshow@gmail.com. And if you can't watch, it is cool. It's okay. We ain't gonna be mad because you have other options. You can tune in on Hot 365 Radio, where it is always hot. Just go to the website, hot365radio.com, or via the app, whether it's on iOS or on Android. It is all good. Let's make it happen and do our thing. You can catch the most recent replay of our show every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So there's no reason why, some way, somehow, you will not be able to check out the Platform Sports Talk Show Network. Twitch also has Hot 365 also has a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Hot 365 Radio. Also, every first Wednesday of the month, you have the best panel of ladies who love sports, the Ladies Night Crew. Shouts out to Bunny, to Joe, to the wifey, Jayonce, to Annie. They do an amazing job. They do it the way that they see fit. That's what it's all about, is being original, being themselves. They'll be silly one moment, they'll be serious, they'll be going at it, but it's all because they love sports and love doing what they do. So make sure y'all check out Ladies Night every first Wednesday of the month. And then every last Wednesday. Now, I had to, put in parentheses right now, every, but you have the man cave where anything can go down. The fellas wasn't available last month, but this month they ready rock and roll. So stay tuned for that in 2 weeks. Shouts out to Stan, shouts out to Sadal. We have T-Bone, we have Craig Black, and of course we have Rio. So yes, the man cave every last Wednesday of the month. Stay tuned for that. And then last but not least, every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, you have my other baby, Smooth Conversations, where the conversations are always smooth. This is an opportunity for me to be outside of the sports world and just talk about a lot of things life, you know what I'm saying? And have the opportunity to get a lot of great people, whether you're an artist, whether you're just you're an advocate for the community. It doesn't matter what it is. We just want to have your story told and just keep things 100. And that's what Smooth Conversations is all about. So I need y'all to go ahead and go on YouTube, put in Smooth Conversations. Once again, Smooth with 3 O's. Like and subscribe on YouTube. And then every Thursday at 6 p.m., whether it is live or it is the best of, like it will be tomorrow night, go to KBDR Beat District Radio, beatdistrictradio.com, or download the app once again on Google Play or on iOS. Once again, KBDR Beat District Radio. Once again, you get the live or you'll get the best of Smooth Conversations every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that is what I got going on with the promo for yours truly, Smoooth Productions. Also, scan the QR code on the top right of your screen. Don't be shy, make it happen. See what Smoooth Productions is all about, from needing some clothes to be done, maybe a t-shirt, hoodie, cap, need some customized. I got you. Let's make that happen. I also need some drone services, so photography, videography. Smoooth Productions got you as well. So enough about me. It's time to go ahead and bring in my peoples. Up first, holding things down from the boondocks. Joe Bo, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Halfway through the week, ready for work to be over with this weekend, and yeah, happy to be here. Got some baseball on, and I'm ready to talk some sports.
And it is a pleasure. My bad, I hit the wrong button. But it is a pleasure to have you back. Last week you were not on the show because you were at the Enterprise Center. So please let the whole world know where you were at and how it went.
I was fangirling. Okay. This was like my 10th, I must have 10th time, I think, seeing the Jonas Brothers in town. Well, I seen them a couple times out of town, but yeah, it was awesome. And then we have someone that works down at the Enterprise Center, and as soon as I walked in the door, he hooked us up with upgrades, so we had VIP seats.
What?
Uh, yeah, down on the floor, and so yeah, I mean that's probably the closest I've been, like, next to them. I mean, you could see the sweat on them. It was amazing. So yeah, that was awesome, and it was their 20th anniversary tour. So, um, it was a good time. It was a really good time. Can't beat it.
Yeah, man. St. Louis, man, over this last year, we've been having some great concerts coming through the Lou. I
Yeah.
mean, the Ushers, the Chris Brown, Kendrick Lamar, you just bought the Jonas Brothers. I know there was an act that was in town a couple of days ago. I forgot her name. I think it's like All Numbers or something. I forgot the artist's name.
They had like a Tate McRae, I think her
Okay, yeah,
name
that's
is.
what it
Yeah.
was. Tate McRae. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I mean, we've been coming with a lot of great concerts, and they already hyping up next year to be something amazing. So that's good for the Lou. Just hope that we're able to keep up, man, because you see these regions like Kansas City and Tennessee and other spots like Indianapolis. The whole downtown area is just so amazing, and it's a great for tourists to come through and bring in, of course, big important acts. So hopefully we can keep that up, man, and just not mess things up in regards to our area. But I'm glad that you had a great time. You were missed last week. I held you down. I had some hockey talk. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Last week, me and Sadar talked a little bit about some hockey, more so myself, and of course baseball. So I represented you. You know what I'm saying? I brought the Joe Bow. You know what I'm saying, to the show. So I mean, I'm sorry, the Joe knows to last week's show. But welcome back. Up next, she is the host of Ladies Night. She is in the kitchen. She's ready to rock and roll. Bunny, how you doing?
Yay! I got it the first try, y'all. No mute, no mute. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Hey, did you see me jam into the intro? I was in
Yes.
here like,
Yes.
Remix.
hey, I loved it. Great job. I'm telling you that, yeah. That's a banger. For intro, that's a banger.
That's a banger. Yeah.
Yes.
Joe, your thoughts on it? Because it was their first time hearing it. So, Joe, your thoughts on it?
No, no, it was a banger. I always turn off my camera, but I was over here jamming a little bit. So yeah, I like it. I can't wait to hear the other ones now though.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Ladies Night
Yeah.
and Man Cave version. Can what?
Yeah. So once again, shouts out to the incredible Superman DJ Speed, my brother, man, my DJ brother. I just reached out to him. He said, "Hey, I got you." And as you can tell, he got me. Didn't hear it. Just rewind the intro and check it out when y'all get a chance. Cause y'all have plenty of opportunities to do so because every show is archived all across
Mm-hmm.
social media. And Miss Dub showing you love as well, Bunny.
Hey, Miss Dub.
Yeah, Joe, I know you brought it up a while back. I think it was on Ladies Night. It was unfortunate that you were unable to meet Miss Dub in person.
Yeah, I know. I was so mad. I didn't watch every show when I was on my leave, but I tuned in once and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Like, you know. So next time that happens, I need to be there because I need to meet the famous Miss Dubs.
Yeah, and
Wonderful woman, wonderful. She's so cool and down to earth.
but here's the funny thing, because I don't think we talked about this during the show, but Craig Black didn't even realize who she was until he was about to leave. So, mind
Oh,
you, right. So, mind you, before the show started, she was sitting at the bar area, just
Mhm.
waiting until time, and then she came up and was talking with, Stan, Sadal, the wifey, and Bunny, and Craig Black and his crew came in the whole nine. He came to the front, was talking with the panel this whole time, even with Miss Dub sitting with everyone else. It didn't clock in to who it was until Bunny was like, Miss Dub or something like that. He said, "Wait, hold on, Miss Dub,"
the Miss Dub.
and then he just
Yep.
gave her, what I'm saying, the biggest hug, like, "Oh, I love you, Miss Dub." I'm
That's
like,
hilarious.
he didn't even realize
Mhm.
that it was her the whole time. So that was just hilarious that it was just so organic that right there he didn't even realize. Wait a minute, Miss Dub, I love me some Miss Dub.
That's so funny.
But yes, once again, thanks for tuning in, everyone, to your Wednesday night sports delight. Keep on getting them likes, them shares going. Let's get even more people tuned in. Scan the QR code on the top right of your screen and connect with the Platform Sports Talk Show Network and everything under Smoooth Productions. Let's get right into it, ladies, because there's a lot of things to talk about, a lot of sports. Bunny, even with you with the cheese grinder.
Dang, you
Hmm.
saw that? I'm trying to put it out the
Yeah,
screen.
I saw you doing this. I was like, I know she's grinding some cheese.
Dang it. I didn't move fast enough.
With that being said, outside of grinding cheese, what has your attention in the world of sports?
Oh, so I may steal one of you all, so let me know. Was it Mike Shield? Because I have another one if it's not about Mike Shield.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
Mike's for
okay,
me.
I got another one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's okay. Four-time MVP Asia Wilson is a champion again. Cheers, Asia. Yes, that
Okay.
is my cup. So shout out to their squad. They did which it was inevitable. When we talked last Wednesday, they were up what 2-0 by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said, sure, this is a runaway. Only the first game wasn't a blowout. The rest of them were. Well, let me not say that. Anyway, we just know it was going to be given to them, and they earned it. So shout out to Asia Wilson, Las Vegas Aces. They did the damn thing. And you know, they already had their own facility, own training place that's state of the art. And this goes to show you that that organization is all invested in Aces. And with them bringing home another championship, I'm telling you, they're just gonna be repeat again, hopefully. But you know, people gonna come after them next year, which they should. But I believe they can repeat it again. But the what was the guard? I forgot the name. What's the guard name for the Aces? You know, I forgot last week.
Yeah, Jewel Lloyd.
Yeah. Shout out to her too. Listen, that girl is bad. I mean, we'll say that about a few other WNBA players, but on that squad alone, that guard girl did the damn thing too. So yeah, that's in my cup though. Shout out to them. They earned it. Can't wait to see them repeat. And maybe Asia's gonna call out Usher again to attend the parade or not. I don't know, but she should. If not, somebody else with that caliber. But yeah, that's in my cup.
Yeah. And Joe, even though she did take one of our segments, it's
all good. It's all good.
It's all good. We're gonna still talk about it after this segment. It's all good. What you gonna say, Joe?
What are you drinking, Bonnie? Is it applesauce or is it something a little harder?
Something else.
I don't think we drink applesauce in a
apple
cup.
Juice. Apple juice.
Thank you. It's apple juice.
Is it really?
It's apple juice.
Okay.
I won't drink apple juice this fast.
Hey, maybe you had a rough day.
But I did, and I deserve to have something harder in here. But I gotta go parent because we gotta go from homework. So there's that.
Ooh, now it's playing. Joe Bo, what has your attention?
So I know you mentioned you probably on yours too, Smooth. Mine's not the Schilt retiring part. It's the part that came out 24 hours after the fact.
Right.
So it's everyone's kind of like, so does John Mozeliak? Does he deserve an apology, you know, from Cardinals Nation because they were attacking him for what was the quote? Something differences.
I missed it. What came out 24 hours after? Just recap that for me, y'all.
Okay. Well, so everyone, Mike Schilt retired. But then, and he says, you know, for mental, physical, you know, all the health. But
not all the health.
all the health, okay. But then it comes out today that apparently him and I guess the coaching staff may not have gotten along great. You know, bumping some heads in the clubhouse and whatnot. So if that's the case, then maybe, you know, Mozeliak releasing him of his duties here in St. Louis was for a reason, you know, for a good reason at least.
So you're saying the Padres organization, he was bumping head with their coaching staff and their front office as well.
Yes.
And he was there, what, 3 years, y'all? Was he
two?
So he was a coach with them, and then he became their manager.
Yeah, manager for 2 years and still had 2 years remaining. And the quote that you're looking for, Joe, is philosophical differences.
Philosophicals, okay.
Oh, ain't that what they kind of said when Schilt abruptly got fired from the Cardinals?
That's what I was thinking of. That wasn't brought up again in this, but
okay. Because I felt like that's what the reason per se, right?
Well, that was how they covered it because they didn't want to exactly explain the reason why he was let go. But now we're getting tidbits of the reason why he has been let go from the Cardinals and from the Padres. And as Joe said earlier, in regards to all the different health things, one thing we got to talk about is anger management. That's what I'm getting.
Oh, man, this tea is popping hot. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. I'm about to burn my tongue on all this tea.
Yeah. And I mean, you remember that Yankee series when the Padres were in at Yankee Stadium this year, and the dude threw his glasses at like across the field, and I mean, I sometimes want to see that in my manager, you know, especially when a call goes against you. But if it's happening all the time and possibly in the clubhouse as well with players and not just bums off the street players. We're talking all-star players, like Manny Machado's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. And yeah, so
it's
I don't
piping
know.
hot. It's piping hot tea, Bunny, because going back, and because I saw the same thing. I was actually listening to Bernie Miklasz. I actually look at his videos almost every day, and he be getting the scoop on a lot of things. And like Joe was saying earlier, that yes, St. Louis Cardinal fans do owe Mozeliak and the organization an apology, because they could have easily said more about the situation, but they covered it up because they didn't want it to make it look even worse on Mike Shilt's behalf. Because if you put something out there, that may damage him
to get rehired somewhere else.
Exactly. So and Mozeliak was saying this a couple of times, on TMA when he was on there about 3 weeks ago. He was saying that for legal reasons, I can't disclose certain things. So as Joe brought up earlier, yes, there have been issues with the Cardinals and now with the Padres where Mike Shildt doesn't like a certain thing. And as great as he's been known to be, like, oh, this so beloved manager, because even I was like, well, he got fired. But then when he got fired, I wasn't that mad. I was just surprised that it happened, because I didn't like the usage of him always putting in certain guys that wasn't deserving to still keep playing. Or like when he, hold on, Joe. Or like when he put in Alex Reyes in the playoffs against the Dodgers in that game, in that playoff, that one game. I mean, you knew Alex Reyes wasn't doing anything, but you still did it. So besides that, the thing that we're understanding now is that if something doesn't go his way, he wants to act like he is the GM and not the manager. So if he's not happy with a batting coach or a pitching coach, he wants to get that person fired and bring in someone else that he wants to bring in. So he had this mindset like he was Tony La Russa, because that's something that La Russa, would do. But La Russa also had rings. He also had one, top 2 career wins in all of baseball. So he had the kind of clout. Mike Schmidt was trying to act like he was above everyone else. And the organizations, not organization, but organizations are telling him, no, you're just a manager. You do what we, you use the parts that we provide for you.
Right.
And then another layer, if you think about it, Joe,
Another
recall
layer.
recall after the Cardinals beat the Braves in that one series, when it came back, when the series was tied at 2, they went back to Atlanta and had like 7-8 runs in the first inning, and
we put the Braves over our knees and smacked their ass.
That was game 5 or 6.
Game 5.
Yeah, they whooped our ass at boy.
No, we whooped theirs.
Right.
No, so what's the game after that? Remember, they whooped our ass.
No, that was no. So what you talking about is earlier. I'm talking about the game 5 was the deciding game, right? Yeah. 2019. That was the deciding game in Atlanta, where we came out and scored 7 runs and hushed them up and won the series.
We scored 10 runs in the first inning.
Okay, there we go. 10 runs. Right.
Me and you were working. We were working next to each other. I was all nervous for the game, and I was like, "What in the world got into them?"
Exactly. So the backstory behind that is that after the game was when you saw the Randy Arozarena clip where Mike Shildt was cussing like he never went to church before in his life. He was F them and F this and F that, whatever. We got them effing boys. That was Mike Shildt. Now, the reason why I bring that up, because it all goes back to this anger management. You know what I'm saying? You have these moments where you start to spaz out. Now, mind you, after that video, a few weeks, a month later, who got traded? Randy Arozarena.
Yay, up today. He just stole it back in the game too.
Right. So once again, there are just so many layers that are starting to come out. It's starting to unpeel like an onion in regards to Mike Shildt.
You know what's funny about the Randy A thing though is because Mozeliak was on Julio 2-run homer.
I'm watching it right now.
On TMA.
Yep.
a couple of weeks ago when Mosaic was on Tim, is that his name, Tim? He asked,
Yeah,
he's like,
Tim
so
McCurry.
if there wasn't like why he pretty much asked if there wasn't cellular data or Wi-Fi in the Braves clubhouse that day, would Randy Rosarena still be here? And he said, he pretty much said yeah, like he would still be here. Like if that video didn't go out, if that video never happened, hey Jaime, I'm calling you Jaime like I call my other friend Jaime.
Nah, what's up, wifey? Love you.
Hey, Jay,
You have another friend Jamie, I call her Jaime. But yeah, so he pretty much said like, yeah, if that video never got out, no one ever saw that video, then Randy and Rosarena probably still be here.
And that's a
And
crime.
I find that wild. Man, they're just hitting Bieber like crazy.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about the playoffs very soon. Because right now it ain't looking good for the top seeds in both rounds.
Okay, and then I'll just say one more thing because I mentioned pre-show there wasn't hockey topics on our rundown, so I just want to talk about the Blues for a split second. Watched the last couple games, and first off, that was a boner killer of an opening night. My
Man,
aunt was there. Like, how
what a
do
name.
boner killer, boner champs 2025. But no, how do you like the place is fired up? It's everyone's feeling pretty good about this year, and how do you just show up so flat? That doesn't make any sense to me. But we're on to better times, and I mean Snuggie looks awesome. The goaltending looks awesome. And one thing I will point at as a very, very, very early keep an eye out for as a complaint is just I think our team's just too young that we're taking way too many penalties. Oh, are you guys here?
There we go. Sorry
Oh,
about that. For some reason, I had a little connection issue, but we're good.
okay. Well, I don't know what you guys heard, but I would just say it's something to watch as something to hopefully improve on is our it's probably because our team's young, but we've taken way too many penalties early on. So hopefully that's something they can fix up.
Yeah, and once again, sorry about that. Had a little issue with the connection. The last thing I heard you say before we got disconnected was how the Blues had an incredible turnout in regards to the energy being amazing, and then everything just cut off. So
Okay. Well, yeah, my aunt was down there at the Enterprise Center, and she was saying that her and her kids were saying the vibe down there was so awesome. After last year, going into this year with a fun, exciting young team, and then they just they just fell flat. But the last couple games have obviously been much better. Snuggerud looks awesome, and the goaltending looks awesome. So hopefully that keeps up and the penalties stop a little bit.
yeah, I just feel like to me they were so charged up and tried to do everything the very first game. You know what I'm saying? You hyped up new season. You want to prove that, hey, now they got this coach for a whole year. Let's show the world. And then they just try to either do too much and it got the best of them. But the best thing for them was to go on the road. They went to Canada, did their thing, and now they come back home tonight. Yeah, and now let's show everyone here at home the reason why this team is different.
I think it's a reset button they should do so at the game. They're resetting it. So put game one home opener out the window now. We're resetting it. This is gonna be our unofficial home opener.
Yeah, have a big old nebulizer inside the Enterprise Center.
A nebulizer.
And be like, you did not see game one of the season.
Right.
This is the official home opener, and there we go.
You know how they do that at well, they used to do that at Cardinals games. The Ameren ad they would do where everything shuts down, I think. And then and then it's I got the power and everything comes back up. That's what they should do. Is they should have that, and then it's over. Like we're back now.
Right. Yeah. So that's it, man. Like I said, the Mike Schilt thing, that was what I wanted to bring out, and we discussed that. Yeah, a whole lot of tea.
Woo! Look, you see all this thing coming out right now? That's how hyping hot that tea.
Yes.
Oh, what tea?
Yeah. So once again, we owe the Cardinals an apology, and also they gain a lot of respect because they did not disclose everything. You know,
and quickly, think about We're talking about he was with us 2 years, and that could have been easily leaked. Y'all know how stuff gets leaked in the media all the time, purposely or unpurposely, or a social media post and gets cryptic and people read into it. None of that really happened while he was here. It was just like, oh, philosophical differences in so many words. We was already mad at Mo by then, so it was like, just let him have it on. And now it's coming out like, actually, he wasn't the problem. Now, I don't know if Cardinals fans going to apologize because still the personnel on the field is still on Mo, and it's not what we want it to be. But this portion, maybe they'll show him a little grace, a little.
Yeah. So once again, this is your Wednesday night sports delight, the platform sports talk show. Let's get right to our next topic. As Bunny brought up earlier, congratulations to the Las Vegas Aces. 3 championships out of the last 4 years. Just pure dominance. What they've done, beating the Phoenix Mercury 4-0. You had 2 good games. That was the first game of the series, and then game 3. And because both those games, you thought, okay, well, the Aces is gonna win. We're gonna blow them out. But then here come the Mercury with a great run, and the game was close. But then the Aces just showed the reason why they are who we think they are. You know, they have all that experience, just so many weapons on off the bench, and it was just an amazing showing for the Aces, which leads me to the next part, as you see on the bottom of your screens. Bunny, I'll ask you first. Aja Wilson, 4 MVPs, I believe now. Do you think, or is it even a thought that she is the official WNBA GOAT, greatest of all time?
Yeah. That's a controversial topic, just like the LeBron versus MJ. That's controversial. Because I'm thinking of when the WNBA first came out, Cynthia Cooper, hell, Cheryl Swoop, that Comet squad that were champions. Okay, them girls was ballers, and take it over to LA with Lisa Leslie, the old school OGs of the WNBA. I don't know, Smooth. So I can't confirm that now. Nope, too early. Nope.
How old is Asia Wilson?
Let's see. Glad you asked. Let's see here. Aja Wilson is 29 years old.
And for someone who doesn't really pay attention, how long does a player in the WNBA usually play?
I mean, on average, I'd probably say at least mid-30s.
I mean,
if you say she's at her peak, that's fine. I'm still, again, and look how young I was when the WNBA first came around. But I've told you, them OG WNBA players, especially the Common Squad, dog.
I mean, yeah, she's only 7 years in and averaging 21.4 points a game, 7.4 defensive rebound, well, 9.3 rebounds a game, 2 blocks a game. And I mean, like I said, what, 3 to 4 MVPs now?
And how many rings?
4. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's her MVPs. Rings.
Yeah, she has 3 rings.
3 rings, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know about other WNBA players, but I mean that sounds goatish to me.
I know, I hear what you're saying, but and defense of the Common Squad. So WNBA started what, 1995, right?
I was a year old. Okay, continue.
Right, around that time, and that defense, the women I'm talking about on the Common Squad, from Cheryl Swoop to Cynthia Cooper to see her, she used to wear the lipstick all the time, and even at Lisa Leslie when
Tina
they
Thompson.
came in. Tina Thompson, when they came in, they weren't Asia's age; they were older. Again, this league was just formed, and Cynthia Cooper was a baller back in the 80s in her college years, so she dominated when the league finally got going. It's like, whoa, she like they missed a step. But my point is, they already had some years on them, and Asia's just, younger coming to the league and be able to make an impact.
But doesn't that state her case then? because like you just said, they came in, they were already established, coming in late 20, 30 years old. She coming in her early 20s and
Their
already
window was small.
dominating.
That's my point, though. Her window was longer. Theirs is smaller. See, that's where I'm saying, like, they were great women players then, but they didn't come in this one, so their window was smaller. I mean, hell, Cynthia Cooper had 3, 4. What she had, like 3, 4 million. I don't have it in front of me, but GOAT status. Y'all see, it's easier to get caught up in emotion, but we're gonna have to do some statistical comparisons on top of what I just told y'all with the age and time they played in the league. So I don't know. That's TBD.
Yes, Cynthia Cooper won 2 MVP awards, 97, 98. And she won 4 championships, 4 WNBA MVP awards for her. So yeah, I mean, it's right there, but it's hard. It's really hard because Cynthia Cooper was something different. And truthfully, I didn't even know nothing about her until I heard about, of course, Cheryl Swoops. I knew about her from her college years and Team USA, but I knew nothing about Cynthia Cooper. And when I say that woman just came in like, let me let y'all know just who I am.
Exactly. And she didn't miss a bit. Think about it. I said she bought in the 80s. We're talking about the early 80s. Basically, if Cheryl Miller would not have gotten injured and could not play again, if she would have played in WNBA and Cooper on the same team, that could have been I don't want to say Kobe Shaq, but that definitely could have been a dynamic duo. Like, definitely. But Cheryl Miller didn't again because she dominated in college too. But anyway, can't say it yet, Smooth. That's a TBD.
Okay, so pretty much right now you have Cynthia Cooper over Asia Wilson.
For now, yes, sir.
And there's no one else in the conversation. There's Cynthia Cooper and Asia. Is that correct?
And then try to get me caught up in semantics because again,
hey,
can we just say for now put an asterisk? So I gotta think, and now I'm on the spot, kind of thinking who are the other WNBA players I know. We can say a Sue Bird. We can say oh, come on, yeah, asterisk. I gotta come back. It's too quick on the spot. My brain can't think that fast. I'm still trying to finish up cooking here.
Let me see. I ain't know Cynthia Cooper is currently serving as the head coach for Prairie View A&M University. Okay. Nice. Yeah. So
HBCU. Okay.
So she was in the WNBA in 1997 and retired after the 2000 season, but returned for a short time before retiring again in 2004. So basically, as soon as she got into the WNBA, she was a winner.
Exactly. But she, I don't know. Did her school? Yeah, she.
But then, like you said, she already had professional success overseas prior to being part of the WNBA. So, and Ms. Dub says a number of years in the league make a difference in comparing stats, and then got to put Lisa Leslie in there as well.
I said, yep. All facts.
Let's see, Lisa Leslie MVPs. Let me see. She was named the WNBA MVP 3 times and won the NBA Finals twice.
Okay.
But there has not been anyone in the WNBA to have more than Asia Wilson, and now she has 4.
I hear you.
So great conversation for those watching, listening. Definitely let us know your thoughts on it. Whether you're watching this now or you're watching down the line, we'll see the comments. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, we'll see the comments later on, even after the show, and just we want to get your opinions, your thoughts in regards to WNBA GOAT. But the great thing about this is that the WNBA just getting so much shine and exposure. The women are really making things happen. They're making history. I think I saw recently on social media how they had like the most watched, WNBA finals in history, stuff like that. That's just amazing for the league and just continue to put women basketball on the map. Not saying that it wasn't already, but it just it's getting even more prominent, should I say. But what's going to be interesting, as we talked about last week, Bunny, is now you got this upcoming CBA.
I'm about to say that. And that commissioner, she still need to resign. I ain't forgot about that from ladies' night when we talked about that. But
Mm,
yeah, that CPA, ooh, child, show them the money, baby.
yeah, yeah. So once again, shouts out to Las Vegas Aces. They just won once again the third championship by the last 4 years. I believe they have their parade on Friday and in Vegas, so you know it might be crazy out there. So just enjoy it. Let's get it in. Up next, college football week 7 takeaways. Oh, go ahead, Joe.
Funny, I have to know what in the world you're making because I've seen some crazy ingredients and
It's crazy.
I
It
saw
is.
cheese, tuna, mixed veggies, some seasoning. Now you're stirring. What in the world are you making?
Just said it. Keyword is tuna casserole.
Okay. All right. Never had that before in my life.
Really?
Tuna casserole? No, I've never had tuna casserole. I do tuna on some toast. That's good. Or just eat it out of the little packets.
Oh my goodness. On behalf of the Platform Sports Talk Show Network, we're sorry that you haven't experienced some amazing tuna casserole, because you're definitely missing out on life, Joe. But we got to go ahead and make that happen. We got to have
Well,
we got to have another meetup, and y'all bring a dish and be like, hey, let's try this out. You know what I'm saying? See what you're missing.
okay. All right. Well, also, what is the seasoning you're putting in there? Because you put a lot in there.
So used to do that with noodles. I made my own tuna helper.
Hey, this is years and years and years ago, before I worried about my cholesterol a little bit,
Mm.
is it could be beef or chicken, but the beef ramen packets, not the cups, but the packets, make all that, and then put the seasoning on there, and then you add some tuna and mayo into it and mix it all together. It's pretty good. Our roommate showed us that, and it's actually really good. And if you're young and living in an apartment, you gotta do what you gotta do. And that was pretty good.
Hey, I
Okay.
get it. Yeah, do what you gotta do. I ain't had no hamburger helper in a minute.
I'm only doing tuna casserole because it's doctor's orders. The tuna. Trust me, this wasn't. I ain't had this in years. So
Okay, doctor's orders. And you talking about for yourself or for the
for
kid?
me, no, for me.
Interesting. We gotta have a little conversation after the show about
Right.
that.
About my health.
Yes,
I'm talking
doctor's
about watching
orders.
cholesterol. Your doctor's telling you to eat more tuna.
Right, tuna casserole.
Well, it specifically is tuna for me to eat it. Besides tuna on not toast though, Joe. I ain't eating tuna on toast. On crackers, yes, but besides eating it that way, this is another way. I got to intake more tuna.
Now I will say, because my wife a couple years ago, she was under this certain plan where we had to eat like some kind of tuna because it's supposed to like help with your health and everything. So yeah, so
Exactly.
it makes sense now.
I'm gonna
It
have to
makes sense.
Google that.
Yeah. Okay. But once again, college football, a whole lot's going down in the world of college football, and of course we'll get to the local team very soon. But Bunny, did you have any takeaways outside of the Mizzou Alabama game that caught your attention? Of course, we
Heck
had
yeah.
we had the firing. I do want to bring it up of
I
James.
should have brought that on my topic too, but oh god, it was a
Yeah,
lot transpired. James Franklin, Penn State's former football coach, he get paid more money to be fired
50 million.
than when he was on his coaching contract.
Ooh,
Now,
good
well,
job can fire me right now.
I'm
Right.
telling you, like CEOs go through this too. They'll make millions in buyouts and making CEOs go away more than they did when they actually did the work. It's crazy. But what I was kind of perplexed, my sister and I were trying to look up how long was he the head coach at Penn State. And all the news outlets we went through on Google kept saying he was with Penn State since like 2013. He was at Vanderbilt for a couple of years and he was at Penn State. I'm like, but what about the head coach? Not when he was at Penn State on the coaches there, like the head coach. And we couldn't find that. I'm like, why is it so hard? I thought it was like 2 years as head coach. If I'm wrong, correct me. But it still was weird that he. I, I don't know how you would let that language be in your contract, but he ain't the first or the last that has that much millions to go away. It's unfortunate. Yes, there was on a 4-game skid. The boosters aren't happy. Get rid of him. Fine. I it is part of the business, and I won't even say this one's racial. The same day Oregon State fired their head coach as well, but they're not a football school like that, and they were 0-7. So
Yeah. So
anyway,
yeah, I'm looking here, and it says he's been the head coach since 2014.
see, and that's not a factual statement.
That's crazy because they got him at Vanderbilt from 2011 to 2013,
13.
but then, like you said, 2014 through to last week, he's been at Penn State. But I feel like it hasn't been that long.
It hasn't. As a head coach, he could have been on a coach that we would have known. Come on, it's not that many head black coaches, so we would have known. But it's like, whoa, I'm really perplexed at that one. But maybe if we overlooked something, because again, if you go with Marcus Freeman, coach of Notre Dame, another black coach, you're gonna see when he got hired on. I mean, that was only been what 2-3 years ago. But the point is, it's not gonna say, hey,
Yeah.
he had all these years with other schools, and it's just weird. But
I mean,
that was crazy.
I'm looking at another source, which is a very respectable source, and they do have it broken down each year that he coached for Penn State. That's crazy, and it does show 2014 when he was 13-7 and won in the Pinstripe Bowl until last week. So yeah, I'm just getting a little double take. But yeah, that's what I'm showing here, that he's been there since 2000. It just doesn't sound like it's been that long, but
Right, maybe yes. I just thought like we would have known that. Like,
yeah.
but anyway, so yeah, that definitely had my attention with college football. Part 1, part 2. University of Oregon at home got beat. And you know, my cousin plays for them, so I was like, whoa, y'all beat at home. Like, didn't see that coming. Texas actually winning, even though I still feel a type of way because they got all the hype and all that because of the quarterback's last name, but he hasn't proven, and that's not necessarily his fault. Because the media, they gotta find story and narratives, but of course having that last name doesn't help, but at the same time, I was like, Texas got overhyped and went higher ranked than they should have been in too long. They finally brought them down a notch 2 weeks ago, but they should have been lower. But it's because it's Texas and Manning. I'm like, but he hasn't proven it to me. He keep losing. But there. Of course, then the Mizzou Tigers just can't win that big game. You talked about it. You said it. Can't win that big game yet. Still.
Yeah. Hold that thought for that real quick. We're gonna talk about some baseball very soon. I didn't have it in the rundown. I don't know why I didn't, but Toronto just came back, so now it's tied up at 2. But yes, college football. I think I said this last week about how the 4 teams that was in the top 4, 3 of those teams are not even in the AP top 25. But I will say, Bunny, that with this NIL and transfer portal, it makes college football even more exciting because there's so many more teams now that have a chance. Probably about 4 or 5 years ago, you probably say maybe 2 or 3 teams. We would say, oh yeah, they probably going to make it, all the way and win a championship. But now there is a legit, maybe good 10 teams that could possibly go all the way and win it. And that's what's amazing that I'm seeing college football, is that there's so many opportunities now for teams that you wouldn't even expect to just get hot and go all the way and win the Natty. That's the best story that you can ever say about college football. Because once again, years back, you only say, oh, probably just 2 or 3 teams can, 4 teams can make it. But now it's a legit chance to have 10 teams that can win the whole thing. That has to be a good thing for college football.
It does. And one more thing, did you know it came out last week with NCAA tongue ties. NCAA is now implementing the transfer portal window. It's what, 2 weeks now for I think after football season. I can't speak on basketball, but it's 2 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, I did see that.
That's about to make a difference for next year. When January hits, baby. It's January. I forgot the dates. Let's say it's like the 5th or the 20th, something like that. Listen, which was needed. I'm a pro NIL person, and I'm also transfer portal person too. But it does put these parameters in check, so it doesn't linger on into the spring, and especially when you don't have coaches, they working on coaching staff, who they're working with, who they need to go after. That does help as well. So
Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about the AP top 25 going into week 8. Number 25, you have Nebraska. 24, Cincinnati. 23, the Utes, University of Utah. 22, Memphis Tigers.
if you share
21,
your screen, it's not showing up for me at least. Is it showing for
I,
you, Jobo?
yeah, I see it.
Okay, so I'm the problem. Excuse me. Go ahead.
21, we have Archie Manning and the Longhorns. 20, you have USC. 19, you have University of Florida. 18, Virginia. 17, Vanderbilt. Dropping down 2 spots, Mizzou. Number 15, Yale. 14, Oklahoma. 13, Notre Dame. 12, Georgia Tech. Number 11, Tennessee. Number 10, LSU. Number 9, Georgia. Number 8, Oregon, even though they lost. Number 7, Texas Tech. Number 6, Alabama. Number 5, Ole Miss. Number 4, Texas A&M. Number 3, wow, Tom Ackerman's alma mater, Indiana University. Number 2, the U. And number 1, Ohio State. So let's go right into what Bunny brought up earlier. Her last point was about MIZZOU. They had their opportunity to win the big game, and once again, they fell short. And the way that they fell short, okay, it sucks. Like Mizzou always finds a way not just to lose the game, but to lose the game in a heartbreaking fashion. And especially that very last play where Joe Pabula Bo Pabula stepped back, had a wide open receiver, Marcus Robinson, wide open, but he chose to go to a different receiver, missed him. Alabama intercepted the ball. Game was over. Heartbreaking loss because Mizzou had the opportunity. They were down by 3. All they needed was a field goal, and they want to get closer to get a chance to tie the game up. And once again, they didn't make that happen, which I have to bring up because this is the sports talk show, and we had to bring up these things. But it all falls down to Eli Drinkowitz. He is an amazing recruiter. He's brought so much money and attention to Mizzou, but over his career against top 10 teams, he has not won one game against a top 10 team. And he's in the same, almost in the same boat, almost in the same boat as James Franklin, and we saw what happened to him at Penn State. But Eli Drinkowitz cannot win the big game, and
I wonder
that's
if
something that has to be addressed.
I was gonna say is how you always say about the Cardinals, like their buttholes get so tight and like they just like it's the play calling a lot of the times. It just doesn't make sense. Like does he just like the lights get too bright and he just calls something stupid?
It's either
like why'd you offside kick?
To me, they always, what's the old Mike Tyson thing? Everyone has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. And our biggest strength so far this year has been the running game. We have the best running back, Ahmad Hardy, in the country, and he averages like 30 carries a game or 30 touches a game. This past weekend, he had less than 20. So that means that Alabama stopped that. And when you did that, it just changed up the whole game plan. And Eli even said this, that Alabama just took away pretty much their strength, and you had no way to counter that. And that's been the same issue every time we play an elite SEC team, is that they take away one thing, and then we just kind of abandon what brought us to the game, what brought us to the dance. That's been the biggest issue, is that it's all this hype oh, here we go, this is our year, and then you get the opportunity, and then the opposing team makes changes, and then you don't, and you don't change for the better. You all of a sudden start playing scared and start doing questionable things.
So let
And
me ask you this.
to me, it starts with coaching, and if you don't know how to get your players to overcome adversity like that, you're not going to lead a team to a better finishing record and get to the college football playoff, because you keep on coming up short.
So let me ask you this. Is this our running game's been great all season. It got stifled. Alabama defense showed up, did their job. But does that mean our receiving game is not where it should be? When Luther Burden, he was going to the league, did they not get a good recruit to replace him? We have a lack
Oh
of
no, our receiving crew squad is amazing. That's
So
the
he
problem.
didn't try to go back. He tried to use them once they realized our running game was. Coaching is a lot of variables, and I always say that, especially with the NBA, when you do not make those adjustments, especially halftime, we know that's just a few extra minutes, but you still make adjustment when you see what's not working. So if you saw in the first half, all right, it wasn't a blowout game. We finally got scoring better, but what would it take for him to realize, okay, let's change it up? If we're gonna act scared, we need to not even show up. So we're here on our home turf. We know it's Alabama, but let's just play our game. If they stifling our running game, then why wasn't it the receiving game? Were they having butterfingers? Like what happened?
I have no idea. And I do want to correct myself. So I'm looking here, during this time at Mizzou, he is 7-14 against top 10 ranked opponents. But I think it's like, I saw a stat on ESPN, maybe it was like maybe the top 5 or something like that, that he hasn't had a victory. I just know that over the last couple of years, he has not had that signature win when it mattered. So I just want to make sure that I correct myself. I know people are watching, and got to put some respect on this show. So I just want to make sure that I give out the right information. But yeah, over the last couple of seasons, when there's been opportunities to win that big game, it's been moments that what we just saw last Saturday has happened, where they just fall short. Last year, when they went to Alabama, they got blown out by almost 30-some points, if it was 30-some points. Then you went to Texas A&M, got kicked out of the place like you stole something. I mean, it was just that bad. You know what I'm saying? It causes less respect when you do all these good things against other teams, but then you play the LSUs, the Georgias, the Alabamas, and then your coaching staff always says, oh, well, I should have done a better job in preparing my guys. That's always what he says. How many times are you going to keep on saying that? How many times is that going to be the reason why you lose? Oh, we got out-coached, or I didn't prepare my guys right to handle this. How many times is it going to take?
But listen, I know we can't do it now, but if you roll back the tape, did I not say last Wednesday when I was in the car driving, I said, hey, there's going to be whispers about his job if they don't win Alabama. We can win the rest of the season, but because of, hey, they're not getting those top 10 type wins.
Mm-hmm.
I said that last Wednesday, because then I remember we also segued a little bit with Sadal talking about the Ravens. Is their coach on the hot seat? I said no, because he has a whole depleted roster from their defensive great players to Lamar Jackson. So I said he's different. Their Ravens head coach is fine. He's not, but I said Drinkwitz, I like the guy, love the personality, love the energy, like you said, great recruiter. But I said last Wednesday, because we still have not gotten to the mountaintop. Not even get over here, just to the mountaintop, to get there and be like, yes. And this is deja vu kind of what Gary Pinkel went through. Yeah, I remember, what season was that? Maybe it was 2014, 2016, when we were top 10 ranked, Mizzou was. And then we came to play somebody and whooped our asses. And then another one. And it's like, we still was in the top 25 ranking that season, but we couldn't get past the top 10 because we didn't get the good SEC wins. And here we are again. Same thing.
So the last time that Coach Drinkwitz beat an AP top 10 team was when Missouri faced number 7 ranked Texas A&M back on November 28, 2020. There we go.
Your facial expression said it. He just looked.
There we go.
What you did to me. Boom.
And sorry to switch it over, but the Blue Jays just woke up. It's 5-2 right now. The offense just came alive, and they're just doing damage. So we may have a series in the ALCS.
I hope we have at least one series.
Can we go back to the Blue Jays being in the ALCS 2015, 2016? I forgot the player. The back flip. The back flip. Oh, I want that time. Man, I still remember that to this day because I was at work and we was watching the game, y'all. We was all tuned in. We was like, damn, hell of a comeback when the back flip happened. We was like, oh, that's it. Them boys got it.
Yep.
What was that player's name that did it? I forgot.
Jose Bautista.
Batista, that's my boy. I still get excited like it just happened because that was a classic right there.
No, that was badass, but he had one of the most punchable faces, man. Oof.
Man.
There's just some people out there that got a punchable face, and Jose Bautista was one of them.
You can have one, but for that game, I loved it. That passion, that fire, like, y'all, bam, I did it. That just makes me love sports.
There was so much stuff that led up to that moment too, that just made it that much crazier, and what made the bat flip even better. Yeah.
And I want to add on just to shout out. I know that they haven't had the best experience so far in the ALCS, but a huge shout out, man, because I've been telling my wifey about it. I use this team as an example of how I wish things were in St. Louis when it comes to going to a baseball game and the experience. But the Toronto Blue Jays and what they do at that stadium, the atmosphere is just amazing. I just love how they just bring in that atmosphere for a baseball game. It's like going to a hockey game.
Yeah, so I was gonna say it's probably like going to, I don't want to say a Maple Leafs game because Maple Leafs can't, get past 2 rounds, but
damn, shots fired.
An Oilers game, or so, what I'm saying, but yeah, that's the good way to describe it, of kind of being like a hockey atmosphere, and it makes sense because it's Canada.
Yeah. So yeah, shouts out to them. And as you see on the screen, I do have the postseason picture for the 2025 Major League Baseball postseason once again. Right now, Seattle is leading the series 2-0, and the way the Blue Jays are hitting, all of a sudden, maybe 2-1. We'll see in about an hour. I know, we'll see about a good hour or two. But and then in the NL, we have the Dodgers, in which they're just reminding everyone why they are who we thought they were, beating the best overall team in all of baseball, the Brewers.
Do not walk Shohei Ohtani when he's in the coldest streak of his entire life with MVP 3-time World Series winner Mookie Betts right behind him.
Don't make no sense.
That's what analytics are ruining the game of baseball. If you have common sense, that doesn't happen. The Brewers start scoring all these runs in the bottom of the 9th. Brewers are up, and it's a 1-1 series if last night happens as well. But that was the most idiotic thing I've ever seen in my life. It's when people start overthinking the game. But Blake Snell and Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yes.
Lights out, okay? And it's crazy that it's working out this way for them because their bullpen is trash and has been trash all year for them. And now they just have their starters going out throwing 8 and 9 innings. The first complete game in the CS since Justin Verlander in 2017. Their team's just healthy now because they didn't even have the typical Dodger year.
Right.
But now guys are just healthy. Their pitchers are dominating. Like I said, Shohei's not even hitting right now. Like they got as Mia says, Tawani. They have Tawani pitching game 4. Yeah, Blake Snell, Yamamoto, and Tyler Glass now, and then Shohei Ohtani. That's
Yeah.
their rotation. They got their prized possession that they got over the offseason, Sasaki, as their
Yes.
closer right now. Just throwing like disgusting splitters, looking so good. Bunny, before you go, hold on. I think Clark's here and Mia are here to say goodbye. Come here. Say bye.
Bye. Hi, Super Clark. You're so
Dun,
handsome.
dun, dun, dun.
Ta-da. So handsome. Hi, Mia.
Hi.
We got smiling.
Yep. Love you, bub.
Tell
He's-
B, I said, keep holding
Hi.
on, brother.
Keep holding on, brother. That's
Daddy's
what I mean.
girl and a
Thank you.
girl dad. Okay.
Yeah, Clark gets baptized this Sunday, so I'm excited about that.
Hey.
All right.
You should see his get up. He's gonna look fresh, okay? He's gonna look pretty fresh.
Yeah, I know you're gonna have photos, so make sure you share.
Yeah. But yeah, back to baseball though is and then the Mariners. I mean, they just the thing with the Mariners has always been their pitching's amazing. Pitching's always been great, and everyone, even people that don't like them, are like, hey, why don't you guys go out there and try to get a bat or two? And what do? At the deadline, they got Suarez, brought him back. They re-signed Jorge Polanco, who, if they win this series, he's probably gonna be the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in Josh Naylor. Julio, he always has a really good second half, and they got this guy named the Big Dumper who just mashes homers and already won the home run derby. So I mean, they're doing things. Like, what can you say? They got a real good, complete team. Andres Munoz to close out games. And I just keep thinking back to a couple years ago when Cardinals fans didn't want to trade Lars Nootbaar for Logan Gilbert.
Right. or Nolan Gorman.
Or Nolan, don't trade Nolan Gorman. Like, now I'm like, get this guy out of here. But take a bag of balls for him right now.
And I do want to bring this up real quick. Going back to the Brewers, what do you think about that at bat when it was bases loaded in game 1?
Terrain.
And Bryce Terrain should have just gotten hit by the pitch and the game would have been tied.
I mean, it's easier said than done. Like, your body just, especially in the kneecap. Like, if it was like, oh, your butt cheek or your back, you're going to take that. But it's your kneecap, at 80-something miles per hour. So that's easier said than done. I was kind of upset that he, it was such a good, fun inning, and he swung at something 5 feet above your head. That's depressing. But no, I mean, we'll see what happens. Brewers have been the best team in baseball for a very good reason. They're a scrappy little team. When I say little team, I mean their top 4 is why can't I think of the kid's name right now? That signed the contract before he even played in the majors. And they got Yelly and William Contreras and Bryce Terrain. Help me out. Why can I not? I see his face right now.
Jackson Chourio.
My goodness. And like I said, Bryce Terrain, and then they got Andrew Vaughn from the White Sox. Like, he gets out of Chicago and comes to the Brewers, and he's hitting dingers in the playoffs. So it's the thing with them though has always kind of been like the pitching. Their pitching is what gets them to the playoffs. But then, like, you can't even. They've had openers in just about every game, I feel like, besides Freddie Peralta. So, and I've seen Jeff Passan say something like, there's an article out there about this series right here is what could decide the 2027 CBA. Like, you got the mighty Dodgers with all the money in the world they spend, and then you have the Brewers that don't spend it all, and they had the best record in baseball. Like, what if they won? What if the Dodgers win? And it's just the two different sides of baseball. But no, I mean, it's probably gonna be Mariners and Dodgers, and then it's gonna be 2 years in a row of teams I don't want to root for that I don't want to see in the World Series winning, but what do you do? But yeah, and if the Dodgers win, it'd be the first repeat since 2000, I think.
The Yankees.
Yeah. So that's wild too to think about because we've had that in other sports. Like I feel like it's pretty hard to do in baseball. So I mean, shoot, we've had 2 in the last 10 years in hockey. Which is wild to think about. So yeah, it'd be crazy to see. But I mean, if they have all that talent on the team, I mean, it's what you expect, honestly. Like they're probably going to win a lot of championships.
And Bunny, we know that you got to go ahead and make some moves. So before you go ahead and leave, did you have anything that you want to say? Anything in regard to sports or whatever?
Oh, just tomorrow. LGB. I'll tell that to my coworker. I had to be quiet but loud at the same time. LGB.
They played about 20 minutes.
Let's go. So other than that, no, it's been fun. Good time, good talk, a lot of topics. I know you got a couple more to hit, but thank you all. Have a wonderful evening. Can't wait to do this again.
All righty. Well, you have a good one, Bunny. Thanks for your
You
time.
too. No problem.
Enjoy your casserole.
Will
Play
do,
some,
honey.
play
Will
some
do.
for her. She needs some.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and close us down with some NFL talk, as I have now on the screen. The results from last week number 6, and I'm gonna just do a nice little slow scroll.
Can I say what a rough day for Philly fans?
Very rough.
Losing the way they did in LA, and then losing to the New York Giants.
Yes,
that's brutal.
Yeah, all bad for the Eagles. Things aren't looking quite right. Speaking of not right, I mean the Cowboys losing to the Panthers. Panthers now 3-3. The Colts are 5-1. They're like my surprise team right now in all of football. The Jaguars, after that great game against the Chiefs, they lost against the Seahawks. Not saying the Seahawks are bad, but you just expected more from that game. The Chargers are now 4-2 after they defeated the Dolphins. The Steelers, and man, this is all bad with the Browns. It's just a matter of time. It's just
the Browns could use
Shador Sanders
or Baker Mayfield, because that guy's a dog. He's a dog. He's gonna get some MVP votes this year. Let's go.
Yes. Yeah, it's not looking good for the Browns at all, man. They had Dylan Gabriel for the last 2 weeks, and they were hoping that he just would have, provide a spark, and he just has not. The Browns need to go ahead and drink that humble pie or eat that humble pie, and let's go ahead and give the reins to Shador and let him do his thing. Because just moves like that, I feel is going to just energize the whole organization.
As
that's
those
what
type
you
of
need.
moves usually do, I mean, I feel like there's tons of examples out there that they could, go off of, but Browns are just the Browns. They're always going to do that.
They just keep on finding ways to just mess things up. Another surprise team, the Patriots. They are 4-2. They just beat the Saints. The Raiders won that game. That was probably one of the worst games to watch last week. But as you said, your husband, Baker Mayfield, and the Buccaneers won 30-19 over the 49ers. The Buccaneers are 5-1. The Packers defeated the Bengals as Joe Flacco made his debut as a Bengal. He's played for 3 out of the 4 teams in the AFC North. The Chiefs had a very respectable win against the Detroit Lions last Sunday night. Another surprising win was the Falcons beating the Bills. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then probably the game of the week for me was the Bears and the Commanders, Monday Night Football, and home run, George Springer.
Yep, well,
who is this Toronto team all of a sudden? Because they was not there in Toronto.
Hey, maybe they I don't know, just the spotlight got a little too big at home. It's their first CS in a little bit too. So I just want there to be one good series at least, because a lot of people are saying this championship series for both sides have been kind of boring because it's kind of just been a cakewalk so far. So hopefully
it's changed now.
Well, let's at least get a couple game fives. Like, I mean, that'd be cool to see.
Yeah. And then going back to football, the Bears, the Commanders. The Commanders had that game won. It was a little misty outside. Jaden Daniels had got the ball, was trying to hand off to a running back because of the ball being so wet. He lost the ball, fumble. Bears recovered, and they won the game. And I was one of the ones that said in the preseason for our picks, I had the Bears win. Excuse me, the Bears winning the NFC North. Now, right now, I gotta look at the standings and double check and see. But you're seeing the importance of having great coaching. And Ben Johnson, formerly of the formerly the OC for the Lions, who is now the head coach for the Bears. He's finally getting across to his players, especially Caleb Williams, the quarterback. That team looks different. They're 3-2. They're playing more confidence. They're getting it. So watch out for them Bears. On the flip side, I know Craig Black. I reached out to him in the Man Cave chat. I reached out to him the day after. I'm like, hey, I just want to check on your mental, Craig. How you doing? He said, and I quote, I'm at work drunk right now. I'm doing great.
Oh man, he's so funny.
I was like, yep, okay, yep. He's doing perfect. He's living the life right now.
That's great.
All right, so right now, let me go back. I went too fast with the scroll. Come on, there we go. All right, so now I'm about to go ahead and pull up the week 7. And let's see, there we go. Boom, there it is. Week 7. Talking about these games coming up now. Tomorrow night's game. They're talking about this is going to be like the old man bowl with the Steelers and the Bengals when you have Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco squaring off. So like the grandpa or uncle bowl. So we'll see about that game. Rams at Jaguars playing in London. That should be pretty interesting right there. We'll see who comes out on top. Let's see. We'll skip that game. Saints and Bears. We'll see if the Bears can continue to move on. The Browns and the Dolphins playing in Cincinnati. I'm sorry, at Cleveland. And both teams are 1-5. Good luck to those fans out there at that game.
The beer sales are gonna be crazy.
Oh my goodness! So the lowest ticket price might be $5 to go to that game. The Eagles at the Vikings in Minnesota. That should be a good one. Let's see. So let's see if there's anything else.
Man, there's kind of some
crappy games.
Records, yeah.
Colts and Chargers.
There we go. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Packers and Cardinals. Cardinals are kind of falling away. They started off good, but now they're kind of like getting back to reality. Commanders and Cowboys. Falcons and 49ers should be interesting. That's going to be next Sunday night. And then next Monday. Ooh.
That's a good one.
Ooh. Buccaneers and the Lions. Oh, we got 2 games. Buccaneers and the Lions, and then the Texans and the Seahawks. So I don't know. I can't recall how many times I've seen over the past couple of years having multiple double headers on Monday Night Football. Have you seen these many games?
Because it happened once already this year, right?
It's happened 3 times already.
Yeah, that is weird. Was there one Sunday that had 2 games or no? Okay, so it was just Monday night. Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah. So once again, Buccaneers and Lions should be a great game at Detroit. And then you have Texas at the Seahawks. The Texans haven't been the same since the rookie year of CJ Stroud. But, it's still early. We'll see what's happening. The Seahawks, they're looking pretty good right now as well. So that is the NFL talk. And I did miss the comment. Want to make sure, yes, Ms. Dub, the Chiefs have finally found their game. They are, and this is funny because Bunny was telling us it all last week that she feels that the dynasty run is over for the Chiefs. And I had the Lions beating the Chiefs last Sunday, and the Chiefs ended up showing the world that they still that team. So you can never put down a team that has someone with a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. I always say, as long as he's healthy, it's hard to go against him. And now they're getting their wide receiver crew back. Xavier Worthy, he came back the last 2 weeks now. Rashid Rice, who was suspended, now he's back. So now they got their whole wide receiver core back now. They healthy or not under some kind of suspension. So that may open things up even more for the Chiefs offense.
Is Jamie back Chiefs fangirl now?
It's not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? You watched the game and she was like, if the Chiefs did something bad, she'll cuss them out, and but no, she was satisfied with the victory. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's good to go. She is good to go. And right now, speaking of good to go, I might start floating to the kitchen because she got the kitchen smelling the basement.
I hear it. I hear it right now. That's why I was like, she's in there somewhere cooking.
Yeah, she in there chefing it up, man. So we do hope that you all have enjoyed another edition of the Platform Sports Talk Show, the main show. We'll have another one next week. One of the months where you have 3 episodes of the main show. So we'll be back next week. I think the wife
What's she giggling about?
She probably just heard what you were just saying about her.
Oh, okay. I hear her giggling.
Yeah, she probably got it tuned in her ear and she cooking. So, get the little 2-minute delay. And she probably just heard it now. So there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Miss Dove said, did the NFL add more games or is the season shortened? So over the last couple of years, the NFL did add an additional game. So it's like, I believe, a 17-game season now. But once again, yeah, she just bugging up now. She is bugging up. But yeah, and I'm showing my age, bugging up. But yes, looks like the NFL, especially certain games, they just want to have more games on Monday night. So now they're having, occasionally 2 games on Monday night, which it won't be like that every week. But I think out the last 7 weeks, it's been like 3 of those weeks have been double headers. But they all have been, for the most part, good games. So they're just trying to continue to get that interest going, pique more interest, and there we go. But once again, thank you all for tuning in to another edition of your Wednesday Night Sports Delight, the Platform Sports Talk Show. I hope that you all enjoyed the new intro song, or shall I say the updated intro song. If you didn't listen to it earlier, just as soon as we end this stream, just rewind it, go to the very beginning, and check out the updated intro music for the main show, and then stay tuned for new music for the Man Cave and for Ladies Night. Shouts out to my DJ brother, Superman DJ Speed, for all the cutting, the scratching, and him doing his thing. I appreciate you, brother. And once again, just stay tuned for many more great things to come for the Platform Sports Talk Show Network. Jobo, thanks for your time in regards to being on the show again, having you back. I know you was at the Enterprise Center, being a big fan girl and everything, holding it down, seeing the sweat coming off of the Jonas Brothers.
Yes, Lord. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, once again, great to have you back. Baseball is doing its thing. Hockey is back next week. Next Tuesday, the NBA is officially back. So we got to have our predictions, you know what I'm saying, on who now what I'm going to do is this time, it's not just our regular predictions. I just want us to focus on who we want to go win the championship and who we feel will win the championship. So we'll talk about that and so much more next week.
I'm going to have to start looking up team pictures so I can find out who's the cutest, and that's who I'm going off of.
Oh Lord, there we go. All right, with that being said, y'all, it is your boy Smooth. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow the Platform Sports Talk Show all across social media. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Click on that bell. If you can't watch, you can tune in once again, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time by listening on hot365radio.com or via the app. And every first Wednesday, ladies' night, every last Wednesday of the month, the Man Cave. Y'all have a great rest of y'all evening. I'm about to eat this food. My wife is holding it down in the kitchen. Smells so good. Y'all have a great one. Stay tuned and stay smooth.
What you have just experienced was brought to you by Smoooth Productions. Until next time, stay tuned and stay smooth.